Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lois and welcome back to Material Energy 5. In the last episode, we got the knowledge fragment in here and we actually started exploring a little bit outside of the area. There is an access hatch that I had not seen before, right over here, that lets you get out of the area. And yeah, we went the long way around, breaking through the sky stone blocks. But today we are going to be doing a lot of kind of base work. You might notice I set up this thing. We're going to do some questing with these. I made some more cyclobin, and I've prepped a couple of things. Now, unfortunately, I kind of forgot that when we do the quest to unlock the next dimensional drive, it is just a retrieval thing, not actually like you have to have it. So I grabbed the Mobius fuel out to put in the chest to say, hey, this is what we're working on, and it completed it. So let's get some other things. We need some neutrons. That one might be a submit, though. Yeah, that one's a submit. That's fine. I also made 10 grains of infinity, which is not quite enough yet. We still need 71 more, but I was getting a little tired of doing it. There's a lot of things we can use that have high carbon. The carbon's usually the hard part, let's be honest. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up some dark steel to be crafted so that we can complete more of the victory monument. And well, one of the things that we need to do as well is just do some general crafting. So we need photovoltaic cells. Now, in order to do this, we're going to need 4 of these. We're going to need energetic alloy. Let's see what we have, actually. Okay, so we have the energetic alloy. We need daylight sensors. Daylight sensors are a little bit of a pain because we don't have that much quartz. We can get a little bit more. In fact, we're going to need to. What's the best way to deal with this? Pulverizer gives us 3. Crusher gives you 2, but it's not good. Alright, so we're going to take 4 of these, because that's actually the amount that we need, and pulverize these. We're going to need some glass. Just any sort of glass, right? Alright, we just have to get some sand. And we have compressed sand. Let's go ahead and use a little bit of this. And get this cooking up. Guess this will probably be the best way. And then we're also going to need some slabs. So let's get some planks. That is probably the easiest thing we need, and we should be able to make the daylight sensors once we grab the glass. Now the photovoltaic plates, we're going to need 12 of these, and it requires photovoltaic composite, which is silicon, lapis powder, and coal powder. So we're going to need lapis. We might be able to get away with using this. And then we're also going to need coal. This is the hard part because we don't have much coal. So if we want to make coal, there's a couple things we can do. One, we can't make coal ore, unfortunately, but we can just make straight up coal. And the easiest way to do that is going to be, I mean, if we had coal ore, it would be the best, but just a little bit of carbon and a chemical combiner will make coal. So we'll get that taken care of here in a moment. Let's actually, before we do that, we get 10 from the pulverizer. That is the best. All right, so what we're gonna do, we have 12 glass, perfect. So let's make the daylight sensors. We're going to need 4 of those. And then We are also going to need fused quartz. So we're going to need to get more. So if we need fused quartz, unfortunately, show me the normal. It is 4 to 1 or a block. So we're going to need to grab some more quartz and pulverize this. There is something we could do. We have all of the quartz seeds, so let's just look at something that requires pure nether quartz. We could use the phytogenic isolator. I had trouble saying that for some reason. However, this requires lumium, and I don't know if we can make lumium. Lumium requires glowstone, silver, and tin. And actually, I think we can make that. So let's do that. So silver, we can grab a little bit of that. I think it's just 3 silver. So let's put the phytogenic isolator on here. No, it is 1 silver, 3 tin, and we definitely have the tin. So that is right there. And then glowstone, which we also have. Is it 4? 4, 1, yes. So we'll need to do that through this. So that will be once those are done. We're going to need, for these guys, again, we're going to need 3 each. That's a lot of coal. So 3 lapis dust each. And so 3, and we're going to need 12, so that's like 36, if my math is correct, which I think it is. Let's just double check. So we need 3 each, so that's 12, and for those we need 3, so that is 36, yes. So we need 36 lapis crushed up. That is a lot of stuff. And then fused quartz. You know, the fused quartz, we could also use the nether quartz blocks, which is 8 pure. It's not as good, but that we can then turn into the fused quartz. But I think we'll just use this stuff for now. And that is also an alloy smelter recipe, so we'll have to wait on that. So while we're kind of waiting, let's get some quests done. So this is the best way I've figured out how to do this. This will insert 2 at a time, and if we're in the quest book, we can just click this, and it will give us the 4 coins every once in a while. And we're going to need quite a bit of this. And it seems to be kind of random when we get that. So we need 256. So let's grab all of these. And we got the task for 50 silver coins. And that is going to allow us to print our own money using the metals. And then if we want more metals, there's a couple ways we can get that. So there's a lot to all this. It's going to work eventually. There is still a lot left. How close are we? We're getting close, actually. So I don't know if we'll make any more of the psilocybin. I still don't know how to pronounce chemical names. I'm not a chemist. I don't know. I don't know how to say these things. But we're 194, 98. We should be close, but we don't have too much more that we can do. And basically, we're going to set these up. I think that might be it. So how close are we? We're fairly close. So let's just put these in here. And what I want to do, I want to grab another task screen. And we're going to put this one here. And then we can activate this for any liquids that we have to submit. So, that is still going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to put this stuff away for right now. And we are going to go outside. Actually, no, we're not going to go outside yet. So let's start getting some of the planar reflection stuff. So we need a bottle. Luckily, I have some of those. And we need to fill this with water. I don't have water down here. Yes, I do. So that is the water bottle taken care of. By the way, the coin stuff, we needed 50 of each of these coins to get the numismatic press, basically so we can mint our own coins. How many coins do we have? We need a lot more. Okay, so we'll have to figure out how to get those later. We can get platinum by giving pyrotheum and cryrothium dust, but we need to submit a water bottle. We need a silver plate, so silver. To get a silver plate, compactor is the only way. So we're going to need to make a compactor. That is fine by me. So machine frame, some tin. We have plenty of iron now. I do need to go grab all that glass. And you're almost done. And then we can get into more stuff. So we get that taken care of. We're going to need 2 copper gears, redstone reception coil, and then bronze, which is just tin, 1 tin, and 3 copper. We have a good bit of early game metals, so I'm not too worried about most of the stuff. So there is the dark steel. We will turn that into a block. Let's go ahead and get the fuse quartz, because that is a good reason to go up top. There is the bronze. And we should be able to get the compactor now. Perfect. We'll probably end up making another one of these later. But we just set that down. And we'll get the silver compacted into a plate. Because this is how we get the coins through the press. So once this is done, there we go. We can submit the silver, and then we need red, blue, and yellow stained glass. So I don't know if there is a good way to get these other than any colorless. Okay, so it's going to require a little bit more glass. So let's get some more sand. We can always make more sand as well, so I'm not worried about using this. And nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh well. This is almost done. And then we can grab the lumium as well. Using the alloy smelter is the easier way to make lumium. Otherwise, you have to melt down the glowstone. Let's get rid of all that. Otherwise, you have to melt down all the glowstone and make this lumium blend, which we could do. We have a magma crucible, but it's not as good. So let's get that going. And we'll take the stone out that I accidentally made. Alright, so we should be able to... Let's go ahead and make the block of dark steel. We'll take care of that in a second. So at this point, the only thing we're missing, other than do we have enough energetic alloy? We do. Is the photovoltaic plates or the simple, which also takes photo... Yeah, those aren't... That's not the way to do it. Unless there might be... That might be a way to do it. We'll look at that in a second. Because... Actually... We'll look at that now. Let's go to the monument first. And I wanted to see what happens when we put the dark steel block on this monument. So dark steel block goes right there. Haha, fireworks. And we get 8 epic rewards. Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. So this is where we can start getting a couple more things that is really good. Vibrant alloy is something we could probably do at this point. Don't break those glass blocks. Let's head back up to the observatory. For the record, that does use power from this guy, but oh well. Not that much. And let's open these 8 epic rewards. We're just going to do the shift click. Ludium, octadic capacitors, resonant conversion kits, Summer Haven, a master shuriken. That's something I've been looking for. This thing is a lot better. It's double the damage of our resonant shuriken. It has a lot of things. There's resonant conversion kits. That's awesome. Some more dark leggings, octadic capacitors, and a new place to go look at. Summer Haven, which we will do in a little bit. We're also going to need... Let's pop you out. And that is the ME storage housing. So all we need is the 3 colors of glass, which we can honestly do pretty much immediately. But we'll get to that soon. That is the wrong thing. Alright, so we need to get to the roof of our area. Before we do, we're going to go to the alchemy lab. And ludium is 71. Mercury is 80, isn't it? Yes. So 71. Alright, cool. New element. So let's head back to the observatory. And we're going to go outside. Now to do this, we need ladders. You might have noticed I had a bunch of ladders in my on my person. And that's because you're not supposed to be out. And that's because we need to get... I filled up more chickens, by the way. We need to get to the roof. And there's another chicken over here who is going to be murdered. So I decided to go ahead and just make a ladder here. And we're going to climb up all the way at this point. Now, there is a couple other things that we can do out here. Specifically, there is a creeper right there. Those break very easily. Never want to go over there if I can help it. There's an Ori class block underneath there. I can't wait till we get flight. There's stuff all over the place that I just don't want to go try to get. We'll get the creeper just because that was easy enough. But we are going to climb up the side of this using a ladder. And hopefully... Okay, there's stuff over there. There is also a couple things that I want to do. Now, I don't know if anything can spawn up here or not, but we're going to put blocks like so to make this a little bit safer. There is void, you know, below us. So I would like to not have any chance of dying if I can help it. And cool. We're going to do one of these. And I don't have any more blocks. That's okay. So there is stuff up here. Some of this stuff is things we've probably already seen. And I'm going to assume that we can't break anything up here. So this is the spatial storage. Oh, no, this is the spatial storage. I don't know what's up there. But somewhere up here is the... we don't have any blocks. That's probably not good. Right there is the solar panels. And this is not scary at all. So we were up there earlier. And yes, so there is solar zone. Yes, we see. So basically this yellow area is the solar zone. And as I kind of anticipated, there's 1 and 2, 3, 4, plus the photovoltaic cells and redstone. Cool. That is nice. Go ahead and break this. Part of me wants to see if I can break any of this stuff, but the other part of me doesn't want to. Okay, there is stuff underneath. Can we break that? No. Alright, can we break this? No. Okay. So we have a way to get back up here. That is what's important. And we also have the 4 basic or simple photovoltaic cells so that we can convert those to the next tier and upgrade our power capacity. Or rather, not capacity as much as our generation. There we go. That's the word. So let's do exactly that. And we don't even have to make the things. We just put those there, and we can get 4 photovoltaic cells. And that should be the quest back here. And this chapter is almost complete. We still have a few things left to do, but we could make 4 advanced photovoltaic cells. Now that is going to require pulsating iron, basic capacitor. Okay, let's see what all we have of that. So we have those. All we're missing is the enlightened fused quartz, which is glowstone with quartz. And so 16 of these. Same with glowstone, which we can always go get a lot more glowstone. Let's go ahead and make that real quick. Now this is going to run out of power if we're not careful. So we might need to use our backup generator, I think. And then the other thing that we need is pulverized coal times 4. So I think we can handle that. Let's put this stuff away and get the pulverized coal. And hopefully we have enough power to do this. But we have the capacitors. We have not enough energetic alloy. So that is going to be gold, which we do have a lot of gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with redstone and glowstone. And that'll have to go into the alloy smelter. It's almost done. We should have enough power. So here's hoping we do. And then while we kind of wait. So 1, 2, yep, we need more of that. While we kind of wait, let's see what we can do with the glass. So we're going to need blue dye, so lapis. And let's see, we're going to need yellow, which we do have some dandelions. And we're going to need red, which we do have poppies. So we just turn these into the dyes. And then we grab the glass. And we should be able to make blue, yellow, and red. And that completes the quest. We get the plane of reflection. And in steel and vibrant alloy, plus mirrors. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting thing. Omega wavelength. So that is almost done. We can make one more. Let's dump off our inventory. Now, before we go take care of... Before we look at this, we got a couple other things to look at. We also got the Creeper Trophy, so we're going to get a Station Crate and a Rare Reward. I'll go put that on the monument in a moment. Let's unpin that. We need to make Insteel. I want to upgrade our gear sooner rather than later. So let's put that there for right now. Let's do this. So we have a Rare Reward. 8 Ender Pearls. That is really nice. An Uncommon Reward. Luggage. Don't really care about you. And a Station Reward. Enemy Interface and a Storage Housing. That's pretty nice, actually. I've not really had much use for making, like, auto-crafting or anything like that yet. So, not too concerned with that kind of stuff. But there is the Advanced Photovoltaic Cells. And that is another quest completed. We'll get another Rare Reward with a very nice reward, a stack of Nether Quartz. Nether Quartz is one of those things that we kind of need. Let's start teleporting around. We also need to go grab some blocks. And before I forget, let's head back up to the roof, install our amazing photovoltaic cells, and yeah, let's just make this a little bit safer. I put railings on things like that just so I don't, walk off, because that's always embarrassing, especially when there's void. I can save myself with the Staff of Traveling, but I'd prefer not to. Now, while we're up here, we're going to look around just a little bit. But I want to install these guys. These are energy conduits. They're not the best of transfer, but I mean, it's power. And those are below the hole cut into the ceiling. So what we're going to do is come up here. I don't think anything can spawn up here. I don't know about that. Haha! Silverfish. I knew there was going to be something up here. Okay, so then the other question is, I think, let's see, what biome are we in? We are in a plains, but doesn't seem like anything spawns out here. I will still put some torches here and there. And is there anything on the roof of this? I don't see anything. I also don't know for sure what this is. Alright, there is a gap. Okay. I don't see anything here. There is the tree farm. But yeah, I don't know what, like, this is. So, is that the alchemy lab? Maybe. Let's head to the monument. We also got the Silverfish trophy. So we'll go ahead and put these two on here. So Silverfish and Creeper. And then let's go ahead and head back to the observatory. We can open these two crates. Station crate has ME terminal and a matter condenser and some phosphorus. I'm going to throw the phosphorus in there for right now, and I will deal with that later. But we have some other things to go exploring, specifically in here. So I know this episode is probably going to be a little bit long, but we need to get to work on some of this stuff. So last time, like I said, we discovered this, and we're going to just ladder up here. I said ladder up here. And we're going to explore up here. There is more that we can get into up here than what we have found so far. Also, redstone and pistons. Obviously, we can't break any of this other stuff, but cool. So let's just... Ow. That's fine. There's just a bunch of zombies. Not too big of a deal. The creepers a little bit more. Let's try out our... Ooh. That does a lot of damage. And... Alright, cool. Ah. There's a ton of creepers there. Why was there so many creepers? I don't know. But we do need... to light this up a little bit. F7, yeah, this is pitch black. And I guess what we can do is just one of these. We do need to eat. But I want to see what's in that, because I don't think we ever went there. Also that. But I've seen this area when it's unloaded. Just a rare reward. Okay. Those are conduits. Okay. There's a chest right down there. There's another one all the way down there. Alright, I will probably have to come back and get those later. But, okay, so that is the... All that is the ladder down. But I don't see anything in these that indicate anything like a... let's just get rid of the darkness thing. They don't indicate anything of, like, somewhere where we could have pathed. So I'm going to assume that this is something we can't get into unless... Okay. We can't get into that. Not from this angle. So... How are we going to get into this? Let's just make a staircase and hope. Does this go? I think this goes all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, so this is useless. But I'm hearing the fire that I'm pretty sure... Alright, let's dig ourselves back down. I should have brought more blocks. So here is a question. Can we, like, see inside those? No, not really. Here's what we're gonna do. Instead of trying to ladder up, like to staircase up, what if we just that's a reason why we don't do what I was just about to suggest. Alright. We got that one. Okay. So I'm thinking the best way to do this is probably going to be good old-fashioned pillaring up. Where is that skeleton? Oh, he's right there. Okay. There's something weird up there. I can't really tell what it is. Alright, so we have more to explore in here. However, this episode is starting to get a little bit long. So why don't we look at the next two areas, and then we'll come back here next time. I'll grab a bunch of blocks. We'll figure out a good way. Maybe I get something that... Oh, I know exactly what we need to get. In fact, we're going to try to go back in there in just a moment. Because we have dark boots available to us. Dark boots are really good for a couple of reasons. Namely, it has step assist, which is also always nice, but fall damage negated when powered. We can't take fall damage, and that is important. So let's get rid of a lot of this stuff. We'll go ahead and open the 2 rare rewards. Sponges and potions of healing. And then I want to grab a bunch of blocks. And we have a little bit more. I mean, we do also have a... We have a jump ability. I think we can jump 3 times. But doesn't really matter too much. We're just going to come right back out here. And we're going to try to get to the top of things. So I want to see what's on the top of that. And I think the best way to do that is going to be pillar straight up. You know, where it's very dangerous. Okay, that was a spider. There's nothing there. I do want to see if there's anything... Okay, so there is a chest there. There's nothing there. And... I guess we'll pillar up here. And please... Don't do that. But you came down. So that's good. I guess we just pillar up again. It's easier than anything else. And we just do one of these. Light this up a little bit. We'll get a rare reward. Not great. Not bad. Alright, so it does look like that is pretty close to the top. We can grab these blocks back. Why not? I can always repair our pick. That's not an issue. So, this area had a lot of secrets. And I think it has a secret area. Because I don't see a way to get to that without doing what we're currently doing and finding the secret access panel and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's get over here. And we're just going to go up right here. And worst case scenario, yeah, I think that goes all the way to the top. There is a little bit of an issue here. Oh, that's what shock does. Okay. You know what? I think a ladder will be best. Just to get up here a little bit easier. And that is all the ladders I have now. So, not quite. There we go. Let's just block that off a little bit. There is a charge creeper for the record. That is a little bit terrifying, but it's also my own doing. So, luckily they are weak. Because they took a lot of damage from the lightning. Yeah, there are spawners in there. This is another whole area that I never encountered. Also, noises. Alright, now the question is, there's got to be a way to get in here. That is ultimately the question, because I can't just break those blocks. But can we see? Haha! This is exactly what I thought. There is a like furnace area. So alternatively, is that how we get in? So let's just, please don't shoot at me. Okay. Now, would you stop? You are very strong, but would you stop? I had to itch my nose. Alright, so let's see what happens if we come over here. Is there an opening in this somewhere? I don't see anything. That's what's like bothering me, is how do we get into this? Is it over there? Because this is very clearly something. Alright, can we see? Maybe... Maybe we get up here. And there's the opening. Okay. So now that we know that, I'm going to cliffhanger this. Let's head back to the observatory. We are going to close this guy, and we're going to look at the next two areas that we can go explore. So, whenever I did this, I would see... Oh, wow, lag spike. I would see the fires. I would see the furnace. So I knew there was more to that place. So let's look at Summer Haven before we do anything else. So this is the one that we got from our quest reward. Or the loot box, the rare reward, or epic. Hey, an ultimate stew. Cool. So this looks like welcome to Summer Haven. Lore token. This should interest historians. Okay, so this is interesting. Looks kind of like a normal area. Alright, we will explore that maybe next time. I don't know. We'll see what the next place looks like. But that is definitely someplace to explore. And then we have, last but not least, Omega Wavelength. And oh boy, this is bright on the eyes. Alright, so it looks like this is very colorful and very dangerous. Okay. That is an interesting looking area. We'll leave it at that. So, with that being said, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait on that one because I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get around. And we're probably going to go back to Processing Zone 317, aka the machine. And yeah, between episodes, I am going to continue working on getting a bunch of the Grains of Infinity, and probably make another compactor. Now I know we didn't end up making, let's go ahead and make the phytogenic isolator. That should not take too long. There's the lumium gear, 2 copper gears, redstone reception coil, 10 gear for the machine frame, and there is the phytogenic isolator. So if we have all these quartz seeds, and we take some glowstone, so this is the only problem with this whole setup, is we put that there. We put these in here. It's not going to do anything until we add glowstone. And then it needs water, I do believe. Let's take a look at this. So looks like it's going to need about 3 buckets of water. And yeah, so there it will go. And it is going to be very slow, but it should over time make pure nether quartz. So let's take all of this out except for 1, and I'll let it just kind of make 1. Why not? So yeah, that is not going to be the best way to go about things, but it is an option, and we can obviously upgrade that. So let's actually get a conversion kit, and let's just use a resonant conversion kit, because that is like the max tier. And now it will go a lot faster. It's using 60 RF per tick instead of 20. And that is considerably faster. So, cool. I'll let that sit. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to work on getting Grains of Infinity and looking and seeing what quests we can do for next episode. And then next time we'll finish exploring the processing zone. So let's go ahead and load that back up. And then I think we might go to Summerhaven. Why not? See what that's all about. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!